Hello. Welcome back to Famished for More. It's your girl Misha here, and we're just going to get right into it. So, if you are being guided energetically to my podcast, you are on my frequency. So, hello. And you've been through a lot. So, you're coming out on the other side of a traumatic situation in your life. You've healed. You've healed spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, as I have as well. And it's been a long journey, but through this journey, you have not given up hope. You stay optimistic, right? And you stay real with yourself. So this journey has not been easy because you've had to be vulnerable with yourself. You've had to be honest with yourself and go back into dark spaces that you have dodged your whole life. But you knew on the other end would be a world that you deserve, a life that you deserve. And so you dove in, and this journey became lonely because what you've learned in your spiritual elevation, evolution, and healing is that the things you were attracted to was because of the trauma, was because of the unhealed and the untapped dark spaces that you never seeked. When you go through hard things and it puts you in a position where you have no choice, that's by design. That is orchestrated by your higher self, the Most High, your spiritual team. It's like they're tired of seeing you go in this merry-go-round. They want to see you get off the merry-go-round. They want to see you prosper. And so you're going to get pushed into a dark hole, a cave. That cave is for introspection. That cave is for self-reflection. And it's a cave because you need to be by yourself so you can strip away the mask and start facing things. That's really the only avenue to get to healing. You know, in a previous chapter, that you can get all the material things in the world and you'll still find that emptiness and not understand why you are not rejoicing in your material things, why you're not rejoicing in your relationships as you should, or why you're not prospering or manifesting the material things or the right partnerships in your life. So when you go into the cave and you go into self-reflection and introspection, that ego death starts because there's nobody to put on for. And so you have to sit there and be honest with yourself. The bad you've put out into the universe, the good, known and unknown, it'll be brought to you in this cave, because as you get one with yourself and with spirit, truths become revealed to you. And the truths aren't pretty. You're gonna sit there a lot and be just ashamed of yourself. Self-reflection is not pretty at all. That's why it's a dark thing. It's called shadow work. Shadows appear in the dark, so you have to go in the dark to do the work. But when you come out, the shadows are cleared. It's sunshine. It's celebration. It's recognition. Because I've noticed myself and others, people I've had to lean on, they've went through traumatic things in their life, but it's like God put us through these things not for ourselves. So yes, we heal in the process and become way bigger, way better than before, but it's for you to use yourself to help the next person. So you gotta look at, like, when you're going through your storms, God wants you to fix something, wants you to sit down. Her spirit wants you to sit down and reevaluate And sometimes it means clearing everything. You might not even have a say in the clearing process. See, once you go to working with yourself, working on yourself, and spirit starts getting strong in your life, like an everyday, all day type of thing, how it should be, spirit will start removing people that is not for your highest good. Things will just happen, or things won't happen at all, but they will not be in your frequency anymore. As you elevate, the people that are not willing to elevate or just not meant to elevate with you, they will just subside. It happens. And then once that happens, you find yourself in it's a new dimension for real, because once the last of the old dimension is wiped out and you're sitting there with yourself, what God is going to start revealing to you will bring a new person. So this new person that's always been there is going to now start to manifest and see the manifestations. Like, if you're familiar with Abraham Hicks, she talks about the vortex, right? So all our lives we've been sifting through life and putting stuff in our vortex. So resistance will happen into your life, so you can, like, so all our life we've been knowing, I don't like that, I like this. So the things you don't like, you'll put the things you do like into the vortex. The things you want, that life you want, all of your desires and things you've ever wanted are in this vortex. It's not that you can't have it. You have to vibrate to get up there to receive. So you have to match the energetic frequency to everything you ever wanted in that vortex. So mentally, I'm picturing like a cloud, like like the cloud, quote unquote. And so think about this cloud with everything you've ever wanted up there. There's a blockage. The blockage is your frequency. You can't vibrate up there because you have anchors on your ankles. That was a tongue twister. So picture you trying to get up there to this cloud where all of your dreams and everything that you know you can have, like it's a for sure thing, but you can't get there because you're too heavy. You can't float up there, and it requires you to be light and not to be holding on to stuff. And so when you go into self introspection and shadow work and just healing yourself from the inside out, you start cutting the strings or the chains to these anchors, and you get lighter and lighter, and that shifts your frequency. The lighter you get, the more you release, the lighter you get. The lighter you get, the closer you are to your dreams, your manifestations. You'll get closer to actually seeing them manifest in your physical reality, because now you're on a frequency matching the vibration of it. And the anchors can be people, places, things. The anchors can be the things you tell yourself. That's the number one anchor. If you don't believe in the things that you've put in that vortex, if you don't believe that you are worthy of having those things, you won't see them. You'll stay at, land. You'll stay on land. You won't be able to float up there to that cloud where all of your dreams. So that's why it's so important to do shadow work, because when you do shadow work, it's ugly, but you are, with every ugly tear and every realization that you weren't a perfect person, that you've put some ugliness into the universe as well. Once you come to a realization of that and you forgive yourself and you release these things, you get lighter and lighter. And you get closer and closer to the things you've always wanted and thought it was so hard for you to get. It really wasn't. It just is like, I do feel like we should be doing an audit of our feelings and just like clearing out our energy as much as possible all the time. Because we'll hold on to things and not knowing we should have released those things a long time ago. But when you go in to do shadow work reveals everything, the things that you forgot and the things that you also know that you were holding back and not releasing. And so once you get through that and you come out of the cave, it's like you float right up to the vortex. You float right up to all the things that you ever wanted. Now you have optimism. Now you have hope. Now you see better. Like the glasses, the rose-colored glasses have been ripped off. The shades are off. Now you can see the full sunshine that you were supposed to see the whole time. So then you'll start to see your ships coming in. You'll start to see all the blessings that you've put up into the vortex that you thought was so hard to get. But it was just a matter of you healing yourself, getting more in tune with yourself, and just living more light, not holding grudges, not holding on to things that just no longer serve you, and start putting your energy into the manifestations of things you really wanted to see. When you do that, you'll start seeing gifts of abundance pop up at your door. It be the littlest things that are of abundance. Abundance is whatever you consider abundant, right? So if somebody buy me a cup of coffee, I feel abundant because I love coffee, right? So whatever abundance is for you, you'll start to see those things show up in your life. You'll start to see people recognizing you for the strength. The people that you even never thought were watching you when you were going through, hard times or whatever. When you come out of that cave and you're shining different, those people can't help but to tell you, like, wow. And they'll give you your reward and recognition for that. Like you'll be, cheered on for that, because a lot of y'all have been through some stuff that will kill other people, that if they took 2 seconds to walk in your shoes, they would not survive. So they're gonna see you standing in your new light, healed and glowing and just manifesting your ass off. So they're not gonna be able to not say, wow, look at you, I'm proud of you, or you did this, or blah, 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 blah. And then, you're going to have the ones that sit back, watch it, and they just don't, they pride and ego won't allow them to tell you that they're proud of you. But it's okay, you don't need that. That's the whole reason you went into the shadow work, so you can get rid of needing validation from other people. So you're going to be cheering and celebrating this new life, this new era, this new dimension, and doing the things you want to do, things that you felt like you were held back from. But it's just you were holding yourself back the whole time because you weren't healing from the inside. So the moment you heal from the inside, it'll start to reflect on the outside, in your relationships, in the material things that you want, the places you go, and how you treat yourself, your self-love, fitness, health. All of those things will align. You'll be in a different frequency, and you'll be meeting different people in that same frequency as well. It all starts with releasing control. You release the control and say, yes, Spirit, I'm ready for stepping into my true self. I want to be me. I don't want to be nothing else. This doesn't feel good. I want to get to where it feels good. I want to be healed from the inside out. And when you say that, you better be ready, because it's not pretty, like I said, but it's worth it. And when you come out on the other side, you'll be able to help so many other people come out on the other side as well. So keep it up. I'm proud of you. And go shine your light and help everybody else shine their light. So we could just shine our light and be manifesting everything we want, traveling, looking good, smelling good, all of the great things, eating great things, dancing, enjoying, laughing. You want all of those things in your life. And when you're in hard times, it's hard to see that. So don't lose hope. Just go through, because on the other side it's beautiful. It may be lonely, but on the other side it's beautiful. You're healing. And when you come out, you'll be way more lighter, less burdens, less anchors on your ankles, people riding your back. You'll be able to get rid of all of that. Because when you vibe different, your tribe that shows up is different, and you will probably trigger people that don't want to heal. And that's your test. Are you going to let them stop your process, or are you going to, block them out and continue your healing journey? Most likely, if you've been vibrating with me to get to this podcast, you're not going to let them affect where you've come so far to get to. So even though they're triggered, let them be triggered in their own frequency, and you continue to do the work that you're doing, because Spirit is proud of you. Spirit would have not knocked on, your door and said, "You ready?" If God didn't know you was ready. Just know it's gonna be worth it. Take it from me. Hell, I couldn't even walk. I couldn't even write, but I didn't give up hope. I sat in the cave and I still worked on myself, and I did the ugly cry, and I, still do the ugly cry. Like, healing is not over, but you just got to keep doing it, keep going, keep pushing.